In today's episode of Media Freak, we're going to be explaining you how to do color correction with many looks that can help you to achieve that movie effect into another step. And you're like, what? Now I need to redesign this? Any color that we want. Our mids. Hi, I'm Jacob Lopez, and this is Media Freak. Welcome everybody. After that little beautiful intro, that in each episode I'm gonna be changing and doing different stuff. Today I'm gonna, as I already showed you, I'm gonna be showing you how to do color correction with a bunch of plugins. Enough said. Let's go to our computer here in front of our screen, and well, you see here that we have screen and this, and then you're gonna tell me, hey, this looks like we're in another planet. We're used to Sony Vegas Pro. Yes, we're used to Sony Vegas Pro, but now we're gonna stick to Adobe Premiere Pro, which is this beautiful program that we have here. CS5, not CS.5, we can say. But well, anyways, over here we got our footage, high definition, blah blah blah. What else we can say? And well, the main thing and this thing is, if we press play, it has shakiness, yeah. But what we're trying to treat here is about color correction. Well, after all, yeah. After all, we're treating something about color correction. And so this look, as we see here, was achieved with this plugin that you see here. And if we unlock it or we turn it off, we're gonna see that this is only a plain ass footage. And if we put the plugin back, yeah, it's gonna look beautiful. It has this silhouette over here, this area around here, this area. And if we go to edit, edit, this window will open up. Well, for now my beautiful, oh god, my graphics card is acting kind of weird today, and so we can use this as for many things. And so let's go cut this out. This is our plain footage. I got more here in case we're gonna need more. So this is Colorista. Let me introduce you to Colorista. Colorista is a beautiful kind of program, in the way that if we want to achieve color balance, white balance, a bunch of other stuff, we can do it with Colorista. And there's even a free version, which I'm gonna be taking you to that website later in the show. But well, here we can control our exposure or density, and our highlight recovery, a bunch of stuff over here. But let's go to the main thing that much of the people like to go. We put our calculations here. I like when I see calculations here. We can turn our footage to a green. Well, I just sounded like the guy from the other show. But well, if we want to get some red here in our highlights, then our secondary is going to be our exposure. We can put more exposure, suck up. Wants more saturation, and it has a bunch of settings. And then when you go to master, you're gonna see that over here, after you've done the effect, oh my After you've done the effect, this goes into another step. And you're like, what? Now I need to redesign this? These for real? Yes, you need to redesign this. After you put another effect, you can put another one. Isn't that great? And you can enhance this by moving it. You see, it's more greenish, natural, kind of like organic, and you can run CPU and a bunch of other stuff. Oh well, let's cut this out. Another plugin which we can use for this is Mojo. Well, Mojo is kind of like a good program for indie movie making. Make those action scenes more dramatic, more captive to the public. This is Mojo for your style. And so, pull this up. You see, let's go to another frame. We're not here. We go to another frame. Well, let's say I love this frame. We go back. Yeah, it's better like that. So if we go, if we put this more up, it's get more darker. It gets more darker. And if you wanna like keep it like middle, you're seeing kind of like that. In Mojo 10, it's kind of like that. Well, I love Mojo, and somehow getting my hands on it, you can make it more blue or reddish. It all depends on your color balance. If you want to allow it, warm it, punch it, and when you're using that, you can punch it, bleach it. When you're bleaching it, you can put more white, like erase all of that. Well, that's what Mojo does. And when you have, let's say, the shooters in front of your face, like now, right? All of my skin without color correction is all white, and with color correction, somehow I just change it around. You get me? And here says blend with the original, blah blah blah. Okay. Everything about this is all experimental, and get it on your likes if you want to. Now let's go with the basic stuff. The basic that a program brings. And so Adobe Premiere Pro actually brings their own color correction suite. Like Sony Vegas Pro does, like other programs that do, like Final Cut Pro does it. And so for this, there's only, we can say, like 3 color correctors here. There's a fast color corrector, which you like. You just control the easiest parts, as you see here. It's really easy. Ease on. It's like controlling tint, but not like Mojo, where you have the control of highlights and a bunch of other stuff. When you use saturation, and so you want to go to more green, so what you do, just move it. Well, I recommend you to try the product, see yourself for that, and see if you can do other effects. First of all, it's not to consider that I'm stupid, but it's just to say I'm just introducing you to the products. Much of the people don't use these plugins because they feel that that would look that I'm trying to make be so easy. Nah, these plugins help you and help your work to make more efficient, more faster, and some other ways your workflow is faster, more comprehensible, and understandable. So let's get away from this color corrector. The 3-way color corrector. Now we're talking about highlights, mid shadows, and shadows. You see that? Like Colorista. And with Colorista, you have the 3 wheels. In the free version, brings with 3 wheels, which I'm gonna be explaining next. Control your shadows, which they look weird if you want to turn them different, and your mist shadows, and then your highlights. And so you can do white balance, other stuff, other type of white balance, and by time get this going. Normally just people say, hey, you're just trying to use some presets. Nah, actually I like this shot, I just like it. And if we put some color corrector from RGB, we put some gamma, it looks more wider. If you want to do a dream scene, and if you want to put it down, you can make a scene more darker, sunshine and a bunch of other stuff. And there's even secondary color corrector. Oh, now we're gonna go to Sony Vegas Pro. We're back. And so we're here back with Sony Vegas Pro. And so you see here we got our filters. How I did this, you're gonna be asking me by many questions. Well, we'll forget about this. Stabilizer, and well, cookie cutter, color corrector. Yeah, color corrector. Thank you, color corrector from Sony. Due to some problems, I couldn't start the magic bullet looks on my Sony Vegas Pro, but I got a preset which I want you to download. It's not a virus, it's a preset. If in case you have your magic bullet looks in your computer, and if you want to have that little touch of me, yeah. But well, anyways, over here we have our plugins. Sorry, I'm sniffing a lot. I have some allergies today. Okay, and a way to achieve this little effect, which is really adorable. It's now we have this beautiful video in high definition of me walking through the streets. And so I'm gonna show you how I achieved this. First of all, I didn't use any color curves like in the other episode before with the piano thing. I used color corrector, the simple color corrector that I used last time. So go to the simple color corrector, then I get some cookie cutter, and there we have it. Okay, just to take away the cookie cutter, let's go to a gray scenery like this one. I love this. I even got a picture which I'm gonna upload. So we see our lows, which is our shadows, and if we want to change them to any color that we want, our mids to bluish if we want to, magenta, now my camera actually, what it did, due to the something that I did in my camera, I white balanced it. I made it kind of like a yellowish look, and so without the color corrector it looks like a sunset, and with the color corrector it looks like it was daytime. And that's what I did here. Kind of like that look. And so let's go back to our frame, which I really like to see. This one, exactly. I think so. That's my frame. Well, we can pop up our gamma, gain. Let's do something. And now, what we're gonna do is to put some cookie cutter. And you're gonna ask yourself why this kid is using always cookie cutter. Just to get that little oval look. Get me? Okay. Lock. So it's just a little circle. And if we feather it, it gets beautiful. Isn't that great? So instead, like I did in the last episode, I'm going to change this shape to an oval, just to like fill the whole screen. And the aspect ratio here. And so more size. Feathering. I'm going to put feathering. And there we have it. But you can apply another thing. A film grain. Whoa, let's put some film effects if you want to go crazy for it. Here we have it. And so you don't see it. I think so. Let's pull up the grain. The amount of dust. Flicker, I think so. And jitter. Let's see. Well, that's a lot of grain. Okay, apart from that, I just want to get this over. I just want to explain myself really clear. That you can do a lot of stuff with an editor. You can do a lot of stuff with Sony Vegas Pro, with Adobe Premiere Pro, which I adore a lot when I'm doing my projects, even with the simplest program. Like I was researching about this program named Edius. For many people, it looks like simple bunch of buttons there, the same way I looked at Final Cut Pro when I was starting and beginning class over there in my TV production crib where I work. And this is all about practice. I always say it. And editing is key when you want to deliver a message. A lot of stuff, like my teacher says. A great shout out to my film teacher. He's my greatest mentor. Thumbs up. And this is one of the main things and one of the main reasons why we support the editing. Isn't that like a beautiful picture? We can even save it. I'm for sure gonna save it. Bye. before I forget, I want to talk about Red Giant's Magic Bullet Colorista free version 1, the plugin that I was talking about. Works kind of like Colorista number 2, but this one is like a demo version without any limits, without any trials. And remember, this Colorista works with After Effects CS5, CS4, CS3, and Premiere Pro CS5, as you saw it on this episode already working. And for you people who are working with Macs and you love Final Cut Pro, there's a version that works with Final Cut Pro 6 and 7, as you see it here. The website is Red Giant, the place where I got my plugins, and you can get yours if you buy them. But there's even Lux Free. I didn't know this. Lux Free, and you can but this one doesn't work with Sony Vegas Pro. But anyways, I want to give you thanks everybody for this opportunity that you have given me to show you one of the plugins from Red Giant. It's a great honor. So well, apart from that, I want to say bye bye. And well, anyways, remember, the Film Geek is here to help you out. If any comments or any questions, just leave it over here in this same episode window down below, or send me a message. I'm ready to answer your questions. And don't forget, the next episode is the 20th of January of this year. And well, thank you everybody. Bye.